Good morning to all. In the previous two lectures, we discussed about what the leverages are, what is financial leverage, what is operating leverage. In this particular video lecture, we'll be talking about the composite lecture. We'll be revising all the three leverages and then we will move on to the comprehensive illustrations. So what is composite leverage? As we all know that both financial leverage and operating leverage magnify the revenue of the firm. Operating leverage affects the income, which is the result of production. On the other hand, the financial leverage is the result of financial decisions. The composite leverage focuses attention on the entire income of the concern. The risk factor should be properly assessed by management before using composite leverage. The high financial leverage may be offset against low operating leverage or vice versa. The degree of composite leverage can be calculated as follows. It is percentage change in EPS divided by percentage change in sales, and we can calculate composite leverage by financial leverage multiplied by operating leverage. So now we'll just go by quickly all the three leverages, that is operating, financial and combined. In this hypothetical example, I have assumed that the company is able to make a sales of 10,000 rupees. 50% is variable cost, so variable cost comes to rupees 5,000. Contribution is sales minus variable cost, that is 5,000. Let us assume 2,000 are fixed cost, so we have EBIT or operating profit of rupees 3,000. Deducting the interest that is paid on the debentures, 1500 rupees assume kiya humne, we have earning before taxes to be 1500. Now I have told you that fixed cost, both the kind of fixed cost, operating fixed cost, that is to run the daily activities of the business, and the financial fixed cost, that is because of existence of debentures or term loans or loans in the capital structure of the company. Both of these fixed costs play a very crucial role in determination of operating leverage and financial leverage. So what is operating leverage? Because operating leverage is associated with operating fixed cost, therefore the formula is contribution divided by EBIT. So it is 5,000 divided by 3,000. The operating leverage in this question is 1.67. Financial leverage, it is based upon the financial cost of the financial fixed cost of the concern, and that arises because of the debentures. So here interest on debentures जो हमें यहाँ पे given है, दे रखा है. So we are concerned with the two things that are adjacent to the interest. So it is EBIT divided by EBT. So EBIT divided by EBT, we have financial leverage 3,000 divided by 1500 is equal to 2. कंबाइंड लीवरेज, अब हमने ऑपरेटिंग और फाइनेंशियल दोनों को कंबाइन कर दिया. व्हाट वाज कॉमन इन द टू, दैट इज ईबीआईटी. तो इसे छोड़ दो, इसे रहने दो. द फॉर्मूला इज कंट्रीब्यूशन डिवाइडेड बाय ईबीटी. सो कंट्रीब्यूशन डिवाइडेड बाय ईबीटी, कंबाइंड लीवरेज इज 3.33, और यू कैन आल्सो कैलकुलेट इट एज financial leverage multiplied by operating leverage. The answer would be the same. So very easy way to learn all of these formulas. अगर understand कर लोगे तो quickly आपको ये formulas retain हो जाएंगे. Now moving on to the comprehensive illustrations. So this is question number 1, illustration number 13 of your books. Now what is there in the question? It tells us to calculate operating leverage and financial leverage, and it has given two situations. What are the two situations? In first situation, there is a fixed cost of rupees 4,000, and in situation number 2, there is a fixed cost of rupees 5,000. And apart from giving the two situations, they have also given us two financial plans. In financial plan A, इक्विटी इज 5,000 एंड डेट इज 15,000. तो आप देख सकते हैं कि कैपिटल स्ट्रक्चर में डेट हमारे पास ज्यादा है, जिसका मतलब इंटरेस्ट ऑन डिबेंचर्स जब हम कैलकुलेट करेंगे, दैट इज 10% ऑफ 15,000, तो यहाँ पे इंटरेस्ट हमारा 1,500 जाएगा. एंड इन केस ऑफ फाइनेंशियल प्लान बी, क्योंकि इक्विटी 15,000 है और डेट 5,000, तो इंटरेस्ट ऑन डिबेंचर हमारा कितना रहेगा? 10% ऑफ 5,000, दैट इज 500. What else is given to us in the question? They say that installed capacity is 2,000 units, लेकिन हमारी annual production अभी बस 50% of installed capacity है, जिसका मतलब क्या है? Only 1,000 units. Selling price is 20 rupees. Variable cost is 10 rupees. So what will be the contribution per unit? 20 minus 10, that is 10 rupees. And what will be the contribution? टोटल कंट्रीब्यूशन कितना हो जाएगा हमारे पास, दैट इज 50% ऑफ 2000, 1000 यूनिट्स एंड 10 रुपीज फॉर द कंट्रीब्यूशन. सो 1000 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 10, दैट इज 10,000 रुपीज. सो लेट्स सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चन नाउ. कंट्रीब्यूशन हमने देख लिया, हर सिचुएशन में 10,000 है. इन केस ऑफ सिचुएशन नंबर 1 फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट हमें 4000 दे रखी है एंड सिचुएशन 2 में फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट हमें 5000 दी हुई है. ऑपरेटिंग प्रॉफिट आ गया, कंट्रीब्यूशन माइनस फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट, तो हमारे पास ईबीआईटी कितनी आ गई, 6000 एंड 5000. इंटरेस्ट, नाउ इन केस ऑफ फाइनेंशियल प्लान ए हमारे पास 15,000 डिबेंचर्स थे, तो 10% ऑफ 15,000 इंटरेस्ट ऑन डिबेंचर्स 1500. And in case of financial plan B, debentures were only 5,000. So 10% of 5,000, 500 is the interest on debentures. हमने EBIT में से इंटरेस्ट माइनस कर दिया तो हमारे पास प्रॉफिट बिफोर टैक्सेस आ गया. What is the formula for operating leverage? Yes, exactly. Operating fixed cost के साथ देखेंगे हम contribution divided by EBIT. And what is the formula for financial leverage? Exactly from interest on debentures के आसपास हम देखेंगे, that is EBIT divided by EBT. So we calculated operating leverage and we calculated financial leverage as well. So what is the highest value? Highest value of combined leverage is 2.86, financial leverage 1.43 and operating leverage 2. So it means the situation 2 of financial plan A will give you the highest value for the leverages. And what is the least value? You can check out yourself. What is the least value? Least value is situation 1 of financial plan B. This is what was asked in the question. We have to identify the highest and the least value of all the leverages. Now moving to another question, question number 2. This is illustration number 15 of your book. Now this is a different kind of question. अभी तक हमें हर question में sales, variable cost ये सब चीजें given होती थी, fixed cost given होता था, हमें leverages calculate करने होते थे. इस क्वेश्चन में हमें लीवरेजेस गिवन है कि दैट लीवरेज इज 3:1, ऑपरेटिंग लीवरेज इज 4:1. वी हैव टू ड्राफ्ट द इनकम स्टेटमेंट ऑफ द कंपनी. सो एक तरह से आप कह सकते हो दैट वी हैव टू मूव बैकवर्ड्स. हमें आंसर दे रखा है, हमें क्वेश्चन बनाना है यहाँ पे. सो हाउ विल वी स्टार्ट द क्वेश्चन. सबसे पहले हम देखते हैं, हमें फाइनेंशियल लीवरेज गिवन है दैट इज 3:1. एंड व्हाट इज द फॉर्मूला फॉर फाइनेंशियल लीवरेज? Yes, it is EBIT divided by EBT. So EBIT divided by EBT, it is 3:1. So how we are going to solve this particular thing? हम कह सकते हैं that EBIT is equal to 3 EBT by cross multiplication. Then how can we write EBT? EBT is earning before interest and taxes minus interest. जब हम ऑपरेटिंग प्रॉफिट में से इंटरेस्ट और डिबेंचर माइनस करते हैं तो हमारे पास अर्निंग्स बिफोर टैक्सेस आ जाते हैं. तो we have put the similar formula over here. So EBIT is equal to 3 EBIT minus interest हमें कितना given था? In case of company A interest हमें given था 200. तो हमने यहाँ पे इंटरेस्ट की जगह 200 पुट कर दिया और हमने ब्रैकेट को ओपन कर दिया. Taking this EBIT to here, हमारे पास यहाँ पे हो जाएगा -2 EBIT is equal to -600. So EBIT is equal to 600 divided by 2. EBIT comes to rupees 300. I guess ये question आपको clear है सबको. It's simple basic maths से हमने solve किया है इसे. So EBIT हमारे पास 300 आ गया. Now checking for what is the operating leverage. Operating leverage हमें given है 4:1. And what is the formula for operating leverage? Yes, it is contribution divided by EBIT. EBIT हमने calculate कर लिया, that is 300. Contribution हम calculate कर लेंगे, that is 4 multiplied by 300, 1200. And what is the formula for contribution? That is sales minus variable cost. So if sales are 100, variable cost is 66.67. What will be the contribution? 33.3%. So for the easiness of calculation, to make the calculation simplified, what we have taken it as 30%. So 1200, 30% divided by 30%, we have 3600 as our sales. Similarly, we can calculate for company B and for company C as well. अब हमें income statement बनानी है. हमारे पास sales कितनी है? 36%. 66.67% was the variable cost. So we have just put the amount of variable cost. We have contribution of 1200. माइनस फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट, नो दिस इज द बैलेंसिंग फिगर, क्योंकि हमें फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट के बारे में कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन गिवन नहीं थी, लेकिन हमारा ईबीआईटी एंड कंट्रीब्यूशन दे वर डिफरेंट, सो जो डिफरेंस होगा वो क्या हो जाएगा हमारे पास, ऑपरेटिंग फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट। तो ये फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट आ गई हमारे पास। देन दिस इज earnings before interest and tax 1200 minus 900, or we have calculated in the first box as well. So EBIT is 300, out of which we will subtract 200 interest that was given to us in the question, 200 interest हमने minus कर दिया। अर्निंग्स बिफोर टैक्सेस हमारे पास 100 आ गए। हमें क्वेश्चन में गिवन है इनकम टैक्स कितना है, 45%। सो 45% हमने टैक्स माइनस किया, हमारे पास अर्निंग्स आफ्टर टैक्स आ गई 55%। So this was another kind of comprehensive question that is generally you can see in the long questions 15 mark, जहाँ पे आपको फाइनेंशियल लीवरेज, ऑपरेटिंग लीवरेज एंड आंसर्स गिवन है और आपने पूरी इनकम स्टेटमेंट जो है वो आपने कंप्लीट ड्राफ्ट करनी है। थैंक यू, हैप्पी लर्निंग।